What's going on, guys, and welcome back to another video. So today we have a very important Social Security announcement and update that we need to get to because honestly, this can't wait. Because in 25 days, the United States government will run out of money. We will not have any additional funding for fiscal year 2024 until Congress decides to pass legislation and provide us with the 12 appropriation bills that we can actually use and fund the government leading into the future. Well, this is causing issues, and it's causing issues for Social Security. I want to address what's going on here because I've been getting a lot of questions from people over the past 24 to 48 hours asking, what should they expect? Is an increase coming? Is a decrease possible? Or what should they expect moving forward? Well, we're going to get to that in today's video. All I ask is if you can spend just 2 seconds, go ahead, hit that like button, and let's begin. So according to a recent report, 2023, or especially the end of 2023, will have huge consequences for Social Security recipients. We already know that in 2023, the United States has even increased its deficit by $1.695 trillion. Yeah, pretty close to $1.7 trillion when they are trying to figure out a way to decrease our deficit. And in order to decrease our deficit, we need to either stop spending or increase revenue. Well, we're not doing either one of those. This is why this is a new big issue. Now, according to reports, 10,000 people per day become eligible for Social Security. They are now eligible, which means they can go and get Social Security benefits. However, some decide to hold off, wait until they reach full retirement age. Others decide they want to claim benefits early and take a little bit of a loss there, but they will get some of their benefits. Now, it's really up to you. This is not that video. That will be for a different time. But the reason why this is such an important update is because of what experts are now telling us. They are saying that if you are at the age where you can claim benefits and you are considering it over the next maybe 6 months, now's the time to go and claim your benefits. Because we have 25 days. 25 days, that's less than 1 month. We have 25 days until the United States has to either have a new stopgap bill that can keep the government funded. That would be a continuing resolution, which means we don't have a new set of bills. We just continue the same funding that we've had over the past year. Or maybe we see a new bill. We see an omnibus bill. That's possible, but it's, according to experts, that's not likely. Here's what they tell us. They say that the Social Security Administration will only employ essential workers. This means that new Social Security claims will not be processed at the normal speed. So if you are worried, which according to a report just yesterday, it says about 78% of Americans are worried of the upcoming recession. So 3/4 of people here in the United States are worried that we're going to end up in a recession. Jobs are going to be lost. Income is going to be hit hard. We're going to see expenses stay the same, potentially even increase. And things are going to go from bad to worse. So this is why experts are now telling us that if we are considering going and getting Social Security benefits and claiming our benefits now or in the next 6 months, we should do so immediately. Because if the U.S. government does shut down and it now tells agencies you have to shut down or you have to only employ essential workers, they won't get paid, but you have to employ essential workers. Guess what? It means you go and you file your claim, you go and ask questions, you make a phone call, you dispute an overpayment or an underpayment, which is all possible. Guess what's going to take you longer? It's not going to happen immediately. This is why they are saying that you need to be on top of these things. Now, here's the reason why there's a lot of disputes here. And a lot of people are questioning whether or not the U.S. government even, passes a short-term stopgap bill, a short-term funding bill, a continuing resolution, an omnibus bill. And the reason is because right now there is no Speaker of the House. The Senate is trying to figure out ways to pass additional legislation for funding for Ukraine, Israel, Taiwan, border security, FEMA. These are things that President Biden is wanting. He's asking Congress to pass legislation and to provide funding of tune of about $105 billion. But the problem is, even if the Senate passes this, there's still an issue in the House. Here's the issue. Look at this. The House is trying to decide between 9 different candidates to become the next Speaker of the House. We have right here Representative Jack Bergman. We have Representative Byron Donalds. We have the front runner, which is Representative Tom Emmer. He is the majority whip in the House of Representatives. We have Representative Kevin Hern, Representative Mike Johnson, Representative Pete Sessions, Representative Austin Scott, Representative Gary Palmer, and Representative Dan Mauser. Those are the 9 people that are currently being, talked about, discussed. These are the people that in the next coming days, we're going to see the House of Representatives vote, and they're going to decide which one of these people do they want as their choice for Speaker of the House. Right now, it's Representative and Majority Whip Tom Emmer. With that said, Tom Emmer still needs 217 votes in the House of Representatives. This also includes Democrats. They can vote for him as well. He is a Republican. Without Republicans, and this is why this is turning into a major issue, Representative Tom Emmer, some say he's a moderate. He is too much in the middle to satisfy the GOP hardliners. So what they are saying is that even without those 9 hardliners, he's not going to have the votes. So he's going to need Democrats to jump on board with him and with all the other Republicans to get the 217 votes needed to become the next Speaker of the House. Again, we have 25 days. This means we have 25 days to ensure that we have a Speaker of the House. We pass legislation to provide funding for Ukraine and Israel and Taiwan and all those other things. But also, we can negotiate the government funding bill. We can vote on the government funding bill. We can pass it in the House. We can pass it in the Senate. And it lands on President Biden's desk before the end of the day on November 17th. So that on November 18th, the government is still funded. So again, a lot of stuff's happening here. But the things that are happening, they are also being delayed. And they're being delayed because right now, we don't have a Speaker of the House. So, just understand everything that's going on right now, all these issues, all these potential problems, and the potential solutions that would come from them can't happen because we do not have a Speaker of the House. So, as we get more information on that, I promise I'll fill you in on all the latest news and updates. For now, that is what we know. So again, thank you guys for watching. Consider subscribing, and I'll see you guys on the next one.